Hey guys, welcome back to TitanCraft. So I've been working on this area since the last time we saw it. I cleaned up all of the houses through here, except for the one. And I've been working on cleaning up all of this stuff here. I added some more lighting down below. And I've been working on expanding out this idea over here, working on the foundations of this building, and I've got a pretty decent idea for this. Would be one entrance going up into the trading hall here, and then a second entrance right here. And I realized that it's really difficult to visualize how it's going to look right now because I've used some structure blocks to sort of visualize what I need to do. And then I've got sort of a circular shape right here that I want to like sort of make into a bit of a spire or a pointed piece. I don't necessarily have a huge plan for how this is going to end up looking, but I've got some ideas, and I'm gonna need some deep slate, I'm gonna need some stripped oak, I think. I will time-lapse this, and I will bring you guys back in when I've had something more solid. On the inside, I've been sort of working on this part of the interior. We've got the villagers breeding over, not breeding, but we've got villagers over here that are ready to be given a job. Just like a handful of them, which is good because this farm is not the fastest farm, especially on this server. Probably should put a back entrance on this side. Just like an iron door or something. And then in here, I haven't really done much. I've started adding a few more villagers in here, like an armorer that he doesn't really give that great of gear, but he gives out diamond gear, and that's not a bad price. It's cheaper than having to craft it yourself. And I gotta work on this farmer, but eventually he'll be able to sell us some golden carrots. Then I've got a cleric here. I wish I could get the rotten flesh trade cheaper, but this is fine for right now. And then you guys saw the rest of these. I put out on the last video, I asked what I should name these guys, and I will make a decision on what to name them. I will figure out what to name these guys later in this episode. Something else that I plan on working on is this space right here. I have decided to drain the ocean in this area. I think it'll be easier for me to take out all the water rather than to try and work with my build with the water still in place. And if I sort of dig out, I'm not going to dig all the way down to bedrock because Mad Dog's build is underneath this, but if I dig all the way down to the seafloor level, then I can have a spot where I can add an idea in my build. I'm still kind of not quite sure what I want to do with it, but I'm also just overthinking it. Also, I just realized that I hadn't mentioned that I'm using Silder shaders right now. This one, I'm kind of on the fence on using it full time, but it does look nice, and I tend to forget that it's on, and it does make screenshots a lot nicer. In my last episode, I was asked to explain what the No Sleep Club was. In my last episode, I was asked to explain what the No Sleep Club is. It's in this building right here, in the shopping district. On the very top floor is the No Sleep Club. Welcome to the No Sleep Club. Our season mission is to collectively kill 10,000 phantoms. These pesky sky rats have been a nuisance in our skies for too long. To join, you must complete the TitanCraft custom achievement, Sleep, What's That? Which is kill 100 phantoms. Once you have completed the achievement, send me a screenshot. I will then add your name to the official No Sleep Club members list, and you will receive your first trophy, the white No Sleep Club trophy banner. After you have completed the Sleep What's That achievement and received your first trophy, your goal will be set at 1,000 phantoms. Members of this goal will receive a second tier trophy. Sleep is highly discouraged in the No Sleep Club. Our mission is to rid the sky of these flying rats, and as such we must lure them to us. Respawn points should only be set during the day. So the idea is that once you have killed 100 phantoms, you can join the No Sleep Club, and then you have to kill 1,000 phantoms before the end of the season, and there's pressure to not sleep. Now, I have at least killed 100 phantoms, and it would be cool to say, like, oh, hey, I got the No Sleep Club trophy banner. But at the same time, I've definitely had days and moments where I don't want to deal with the phantoms. The phantoms, they spawn like every 5 minutes. And when most of my build is like outside, it's really difficult and annoying to actually do. So like I said, I'm still kind of on the fence. It would be super, I want the trophy. I don't want the pressure of having to actually do it. So now that you guys have a good idea of what we're going to be working on this episode, I'm just going to get started. So let this be a segue to the next thing. So I've been doing a bit of work off camera, trying to figure out the roofs of this building and trying to figure out how to add some visual interests to the outer parts of the building. The idea is that at this point it's just one giant building, and with this, like, to create visual interest, you have to add variety in how the way that the tops of the buildings look. And so I started with this part of the building here where you've got this sort of, I think it's called a gambrel roof, that you have this sort of tall curved roof. This spot here is going to be kind of a cone shape. And then I have these entrances here that all kind of look similar with using the trapdoors to create sort of a curved look here. And this style of door with the trapdoors, and that can go straight into the trading hall. And it's the same on this entrance here. This entrance, I'm still working on the interior, but the idea is that this space here is sort of a back room. There's room for storage right here. And I'm not quite sure what to do with this space here yet. And I think at some point I might want to get rid of the cactuses here because it just kind of limits the amount of space that I have to make an entrance. Or maybe I'll do something else with that. I'm not quite sure just yet. So the next part of the building is this area here where I've kind of got a basic A-frame that leads into sort of an outdoor walkway. And then over here, I'm not quite sure what I want to do just yet, but I'm thinking I want to add another story to this part of the building before I start up the roof, just to add one more like tier of height to the whole build. This entrance here is not actually an entrance. It is fake, but I wanted one more place that looks like a point of entry. Yeah, I'm thinking spruce for most of it. I might want to add a little bit more visual interest here. And I don't know if you noticed, but I have not included any windows in this building. So I should probably figure out some places to actually put windows so that it doesn't look like there's no windows on this building. We don't necessarily need windows on the inside of this build, but maybe having a couple of windows up top might be a good idea. Maybe a couple of windows so that you can see the zombies inside. But I've got a lot of work to do, so I'm gonna just start another time lapse here, and I will see you guys when we're done. So I put in a spruce roof. When I first got all the spruce in on the roof, I noticed that I wasn't really happy with how much spruce it looked like when I did it. So I added in barrels to break up the texture. If you put in barrels facing backward, it breaks up the texture just a little bit, and it makes a really subtle break in texture, which is really nice. Here's what it looks like on the inside, and it allows for a little bit of variety in the tiling of the texture so that it doesn't feel like an overpowering amount of spruce. On this end, though, I think I might want a color in there. Maybe I'll play around with a couple of different ideas and see which one works the best. So I've got most of the roof done. I've got these, let me grab a better vantage point. So let's see, the roof. I've got 1, 2, and 3 like peaky towers with another steep roof over here, and then a couple of shallow roofs over here. So you may notice that I am wearing a leather helmet. Why, you may ask? It's the hat of shame. I participated in the TitanCraft Livestream weekend, and what I worked on was starting to drain this ocean here. As you can see, I've got a lot of water already out. I was working on getting this all done when I had a couple of bots follow me while I was on stream. So I was dealing with banning the bots when a zombie came up and attacked me, and then I died. So now Now I've got to wear the hat of shame because I died while on Livestream. And it's got cursive binding on it. So I guess I'm just going to keep it on until either I die or it breaks. Unless Swirlybird wants it back. So that is going to be it for today. If you liked the video, please give it a like. If you have any suggestions for me, please leave them in the comments below and subscribe for more. Have a good one, everybody. Bye!